Rida always loved exploring abandoned places, so when she heard about the old hospital on the edge of town, she couldn't resist. The building had been closed for decades, left to crumble, its windows shattered and corridors choked with dust. Local rumors said the hospital wasn't empty, that the patients who died there never really left. That night, armed with only a flashlight and a small backpack, Rida slipped through the rusted gates. The air inside was cold and thick, smelling of mold and something far fouler beneath it, like decayed flesh. Every step echoed through the empty halls, making her feel as though the building itself was alive, watching, waiting. She wandered through the hallways, scanning rooms filled with broken beds, toppled medical equipment, and cracked tiles. In the pediatrics ward, she found tiny shoes scattered across the floor, dusty and abandoned. Then she reached the maternity ward, where the air became even colder, and her flashlight flickered and dimmed as if struggling against an unseen force. The largest room at the end of the hall drew her in. On the floor were small, smudged handprints leading to a cracked, swinging door. A faint lullaby seemed to hum through the walls, soft, melancholic, almost comforting, but the melody twisted into something wrong, off-key, distorted, as if sung by someone who no longer had a voice. Her heart pounding, Rida pushed the door open. Inside, the room was empty except for a wooden cradle in the corner, rocking slowly on its own. The shadows in the room grew darker, heavier, stretching along the walls, twisting like liquid. Then she heard it, a whisper, soft but insistent. "Don't leave me." The words came from everywhere at once, echoing from the walls, the floor, the ceiling. Rida's flashlight flickered violently, illuminating shapes that almost looked human, reaching toward her, their forms melting back into shadow whenever she tried to focus on them. She stumbled backward as the door slammed shut behind her with a deafening bang. The lullaby stopped, replaced by frantic cries of children screaming, crying, pleading. The shadows in the corners began to move, inching closer, growing longer, merging into a single, towering figure. Its face was hidden behind matted hair, and its arms stretched impossibly long, dragging along the floor with unnatural slowness. Panic surged through her, and she slammed her body against the door, but it refused to open. The figure advanced, and the whispers became voices, chanting in a language she didn't understand, each word more urgent, more commanding than the last. Rida's flashlight died, leaving her in darkness. The cold pressed against her chest, constricting her lungs, and the air became thick with the metallic scent of blood. She could feel the shadows brushing against her skin, crawling under her clothes, wrapping around her legs like living chains. Frantically, she fumbled for her phone, only for the screen to display static, an endless swirl of black and white, and a single message blinking in red. "You belong here." A chill ran down her spine as the cradle began to rock violently, and from it emerged faint, ghostly figures of children, reaching out with pale, hollow hands. Rida screamed, throwing herself at the door one last time, but it would not budge. The shadows pressed closer, and the whispers turned into screams. Then, in a final, terrifying moment, the towering figure bent down, face inches from hers, and whispered her name in a voice that was not human. The lights flickered one last time, and everything went silent. When the police arrived the next morning, they found the hospital empty. No sign of Rida, except for the small cradle rocking gently in the corner of the maternity ward. Tiny, dusty handprints led away from it, disappearing into the darkness of the abandoned building, as if the hospital had claimed her to join the lost souls that had never left.